It's unfortunate that Eric Schelt, I'm going to bring up this one. I think the worst results in our qualifying series, and I know you guys will disagree.
Yeah, so don't say it now.
No, but I will say it. In my opinion,
what was the Benin result?
Also the Benin result. The worst result in our qualifying series was that draw with Zimbabwe.
No, I disagree.
No, well, you are free to.
You are looking at it in context.
Disagree. It would have put us in the state that we want to be if we had beaten Benin Republic.
This is Sports Zone on Lagos Talks 91.3.
Okay, what are we looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to a good weekend. I heard again, and when I said the stuff about South Africa the other day, the reason why I'm saying because now the coach is saying there were shenanigans, there were things that happened underneath.
Oh,
that lobbying happened. Again, I'm saying that these guys just put out that statement because they just needed to put out a statement. They did not mean it. Somebody dropped the ball because if you remove Mekwena from that game, they will still beat Lesotho.
Sure.
And worst case, they'll collect a draw. Worst case, because they're playing at home, right? They have dropped a major ball, and the coach now says there was lobbying. Somebody went to lobby FIFA and CAF. I'm like,
you know what? I
almost said disgusting, but
I think Hugo should shut it. On Monday Night Football, they're not going to do anything. I think you should just shut it. That first statement says it all.
Yeah.
You understand? We're sorry. Someone's going to pay for this and everything. South Africa should just face front and face their football now. You understand? It is what it is. You understand? Just as we too are stuck where we are. You understand?
And we're giving our federation stick for where we are now.
Deservedly so.
Yes, we're giving them stick. So I'm like, look, you took collect your L because it's so bad. How bad is it if Benin should win their next two matches? They're the ones going to the World Cup.
They were tough.
South Africa will kneel down and pray that other people will let them qualify second place.
Benin is one of those two matches is the Super Eagles.
At this rate, I'm sorry, and I may sound this in. If anybody's going to qualify and it's not Nigeria, then Benin should take the next ticket.
By beating us.
I'm saying
if Benin wins the next two games and Bafana win theirs and go.
And one of those two games.
So
how? What goals difference? No.
What am I hearing?
And what if Bafana scores more goals?
God will not let it happen.
How many goals? What's the goals difference? Only one.
God will not let it happen.
So Bafana can score more goals.
God will not let it happen.
What about us? What about
Super
us?
Eagles to play?
What about us?
No, we are saying that. Look, we win. Yes, we're saying that. I'm saying that if Nigeria doesn't go to the World Cup, the next person I want to take that ticket is Benin.
And Disgrace Africa.
I don't know. That doesn't matter.
Everybody always gets the first time.
In fact, if I'm going to look at and it's unfortunate that Eric Schelt, I'm going to bring up this one. I think the worst results in our qualifying series, and I know you guys will disagree.
Yeah, so don't say it now.
No, but I will say it. In my opinion,
what was the Benin result?
Also the Benin result. The worst result in our qualifying series was that draw with Zimbabwe.
That's like how is
that draw because
how is a Segun?
Because how is a draw?
How is a draw worse than a loss? Explain that.
A loss in which you were ahead.
Let me explain.
I want to hear this.
Let me explain. Yes, we lost the Benin game, which put us in a very bad way. But when we lost that Benin game, we didn't have any clue then, correct me if I'm wrong, that South Africa was potentially liable for playing an ineligible player. We knew in our game against Zimbabwe that we had to, of essence, we beat Zimbabwe to even be in the conversation if South Africa eventually docked those points. Losing to Zimbabwe, because this was a draw that was like a loss. Failing to beat Zimbabwe made South Africa's points deduction irrelevant.
No, I disagree.
No, well, you are free to.
You are looking at it in
context. Disagree.
No, I'm talking about now.
You can't talk about now. The way they say, as you lay your bet, so should you lie. The way we laid the bet from the beginning was already bad.
No, it was. No, I agree with you on that. In a game, of course, I'll keep on saying, in a group of South Africa, Benin, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, and Lesotho, we have no business
talking about this.
Talking about all these things.
No, but it can also be that this is one of the most competitive. Because this is
it's not. No, it isn't. Don't say that.
The top 4 teams.
Don't say competitive.
Can qualify.
It shows a level of mediocrity. It's not about competitive.
It shows we're wearing serious.
The top 4 teams can qualify. Are you saying that South Africa is so bad because they have
South Africa
frankly,
to be honest with you,
are a lot better.
Those 3 points.
I'm agreeing with you. Super Eagles are a lot better.
Those 3 points that South Africa were docked eventually should have handed us a World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
The fact that we're still struggling,
they should have put us mouths, head and shoulders above.
We should have been jubilated by that.
It would have put us in the state that we want to be if we had beaten Benin Republic.
Agreed.
Oga,
I'm saying that isn't it a shame too that South Africa is dragging
it's a shame
with Benin for 14 points too? Because we're only blaming us.
South Africa and away loss to Benin, to be honest with you.
And away loss to Benin.
It's worse than
in a foreign land.
And Zimbabwe at home. It's worse.
What did you say? What did you say?
And away loss to Benin is worse to losing points against Lesotho and Zimbabwe at home. In my opinion, listeners, you can chime in.
And away loss to Benin is worse. Is worse. I agree now. Yeah, it's worse now.
No, it's not.
No,
yes,
sorry.
It's worse now.
No, sorry. No, I meant reverse. Dropping points at home to Lesotho and Zimbabwe is worse than the away loss to Benin.
No,
sorry, that's what I meant.
The loss to Benin Republic was on a neutral ground.
Yes,
it's away. Away's away
on a neutral ground where Benin people did not have their fans and their supporters present.
A ground
and away ground.
A ground that we played more in that ground than Benin had at that time. That's why we played the AFCON final.
Yeah, Ivory Coast.
And then we play AFCON final.
I beg, now Finidi and do us.
No, let's not.
No,
but we're blaming
Finidi
now for 1-1 draw now.
Yes.
How?
Not beating the Zimbabwe.
How is a loss better than a draw? In which football world?
You drop 2 points.
As against 3.
What you
get?
A loss is worse. Every day of the week.
3 points.
A loss is 3 points dropped now.
To get 3 points from
a loss is 3 points dropped.
They played against Benin.
When you draw 2 games,
we scored first against Benin now.
When you draw 2,
the lead until late in the game.
See, you lose to Benin. That's 3 points dropped. You draw 2 games. That's 2 points gained.
Yes.
When a football club is failing, all doing very well, 75% of the success is off the field.
Yeah.
The board, the way it's run, decisions, and the manager takes. Maybe the managers take the players take like 10 or 20%, and manager just takes like 10 or something. There's a, but basically it's the way their club owner Maranakis or whatever his name is, confusionists. You understand? I think the sacking of Nuno was wrong. It's got another job now, and it's already showed immediate. Victor correctly predicted the scoreline on Monday on MNF 1-1 draw. Shea Olofijana and he went 1-0 West Ham. I went 1-0 Everton. But you can see already there's a stability.
But Nuno's sacking was not on footballing reasons.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying. Then you now brought in Ange, and say what you will about Ange winning the Europa Cup against a useless Manchester United, very useless on the day, very useless Manchester United. But any manager looking at Nuno should look at his performance in the league. You understand? Even though along the line he decided, I'm just in the league.
Where he overachieved.
In the league?
Yeah, he did. Last season was not a bad season for Nottingham Forest.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Ange now.
No,
overachieved, of course. So the Maranakis now thinks that's where he could be. Natural Forest will finish nowhere. They'll be lucky to finish in the top half this season. But I have no sympathy for them whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, they're the ones that
they laid their beds.
They laid their beds. They're the ones that Crystal Palace had ownership issues, but they're the ones that wrote to UEFA to investigate the matter, open the can of worms, and everything. So good for them. That's all I'll say.
What are you saying is good for them? They went according to the rules.
Whatever.
So in this situation as well, you should be sanctioning the Football Federation for writing to CAF and reminding CAF that South Africa, infringed on the rights of football.
So I was saying if this report had not been made, the rules would not have been followed.
Are you comparing the federation to a team? As usual, that's apples and oranges.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Not exactly.
The rules govern the game of football.
Two competing
and a club. It's a similar. What do you mean apples and oranges? You're just trying to use terms that just completely.
It fits like
it's a rule. It's a rule, and Nottingham Forest applied the rule.
No, it's
just the same way that Nigeria also applied the rule. What are you talking? What do you mean apples and oranges? How?
It's a Momo and Fufu scenario.
What kind of comment? What do you mean?
It's a Momo and Fufu. Anyways, I love the finality that we do this week. When we say things that we want to have a ring of my opinion, then something we didn't talk about at all, which I actually felt. I'm not a golf fan by any stretch of the mission. Imagination, especially Tiger Woods, about when after Tiger Woods when his wife smashed up his car and all that. But the Ryder Cup I actually followed it to a certain extent. And on the penultimate day, the Europeans were leading 12.5 to 5.5.
4.5.
4.5.
It was a very wide gap.
It was a very wide gap. It was like 7. How many points?
7, yes.
7 points.
7.
Which has never been done. The last was Brookline in 1999, where it was 4 points. It was 10 points to 6 points. And even that was then thought insurmountable, but they won, so they call it the miracle of Brookline and all that. So it was like literally done. But the Americans in the singles proceeded to win all their singles. So they ended up winning. So that was a fantastic. And yes, the American fans behaved like beasts. I mean,
they're dirty.
They were very filthy. They're abusing McIlroy, trying to put him off his game and everything. But the Europeans stood for him so fantastic, and they celebrated that victory like a football. You know,
they stopped being gentlemen and then started showing them.
You know, so it was a good one. That's that.
Okay.